So, what's happening? This is going to be a mini, baby, tiny little reading. That the message today is break the script, collective. Break the script. It is time. It is absolutely, without question, time for people to start breaking the script. So this is going to mean something different to all of you. Please only take what resonates, leave what does not. So the image that is coming through, the kind of the starting point for this particular reading is about, okay, so you know when someone sees somebody and they know the person but they haven't met the person, this might be coming through as like somebody really wants to meet you, somebody has just met you. This could be happening to you multiple times. This could be something that is happening in a group dynamic that you're in. Like, you know, if you've, for example, seen someone on social media and you've been following them but you don't actually know them personally. Just say, for example, you read about somebody in a magazine or a newspaper, or you heard somebody who you know talk about that person, whether it's good talk, bad talk, gossip, blah, 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 blah. Or maybe you're the person who's experiencing this. And it's coming through like, if you meet somebody who you only know from afar, do not have a script in your mind because it's somehow interfering with the natural evolution of the collective. All right, we have a sexuality coming through. I've actually never seen this particular, is it a crystal or a gemstone? Crocote. Red is important. Something about the color red. Yeah, don't have a script. And if you do have a script, break it. Break it. Because you're missing out on something about this situation. You are missing out abundance. So you could be cutting off your own abundance. You could be affecting other people's abundance. You could be halting and stopping the abundance of the actual situation because you are sticking to a script. And the real danger here, because that egregore is still in the collective, that great nothing is still in the collective, and there are forces, there are interloping intrusions on your mind, body, and spirit that may be implanting scripts into your mind. And there's something about you like not getting to have the full experience, whether you're the person who is having to deal with people having scripts everywhere you go, having a friggin' script that they are repeating, that they are following, like lines that they have read or been taught, or maybe that they have built up in their mind, right? And I got a Scorpio moon, so I know a thing about this. Okay, I'm also an artist, so one of my gifts is being able to imagine many scenarios, many situations. I also have an Aries rising, which of course is the god of war. So I know a bit about planning and strategy. And there's healer coming out with New Might. I would love to get some of this actually. And side note, somebody in this collective really needs to book a reading. Like, yeah, just do it. Just book the reading. As much as receiving these videos is helping you, just book a reading. Something about antlers is coming through at that time. Something about elks. Please give me clear and divine guidance. It'll be most beneficial. Please give me clear and divine discernment. That'll be most beneficial for everyone involved. Yeah, it's very first of all, it's boring. It can be insulting, it can be predictable, and it opens up a danger if you're following this prescribed, predetermined, preconceived script in a conversation. And I'm not talking about like when you really just want to say something to someone. If you've been wanting to say something to someone for a long time and you feel that it's really on your heart to say that to them, then do so. Yeah, I'm not talking about not thinking about or planning what you're going to say to somebody, but God, the divine universe, the deities, the ancient gods, the new ones, the collective really is asking everybody to break the scripts. Okay, we have rose quartz coming through with inner child healing, and there's something about your inner child having a much more interesting contribution to the conversation than what your logical, I just heard control freak brain is wanting to do. There's like there are colors wanting to break out. There are new forms, there are new ideas, there are new collaborations, there's new abundance that is going to come from the collective breaking the script. They want me to keep repeating that for some reason. That might be symbolic or important for some of you. Please give me clear and divine discernment that will be most beneficial for everyone involved. Something about basketball is coming through, and somebody being very impressed and proud of you. Libyan gold, tektite, manifestation. Yeah, it's actually stopping manifestations. And there's something about some people in the collective, and it's feeling like a very large, like expansive message at this time. Really need to stop trying to be like smarter than and better than other people, because it's not always coming through the way that you think it is. It's not always landing the way that you think it is. Of course, this might even be messages for for whole groups, for whole workplaces, for whole industries, but it can also be messages for the specific individuals. You may have a conversation coming up, you might have a meeting coming up, you might have a date coming up, you might have something that is on the horizon that is coming towards you. And if you cannot or choose not to break the script, right? Whether that's one that you've created yourself or one that has been implanted in a space between you and another person, place, energy, entity, organization, group, etc., then it's like it's going to be cutting down your opportunities of what you can achieve, what you can manifest, what you can create, both within yourself and in others. Whew, big energy. Please make clear and divine guidance be most beneficial for everyone involved. Let me just take a sip. Mm. Yeah, break the scripts. There's like this energy. I gotta say, like there's some angels that are bored by this like controlled, manuscripted, um yeah, shine. Yeah, just shine. So this has really got to do with the idea of being present, being in the moment. Spiritual leaders, spiritual communities, self-help books, they always talk about this. They always say being in the moment. And the reason that we keep repeating this is because the collective is still, as a whole, failing to learn to or allow themselves to be in the moment, to be present. And yeah, stop telling other people what to do unless you are divinely guided to be a spiritual guide, unless you are divinely guided to be a mentor, to be a teacher. And trust me, it's not an easy role, it's not an easy job. Teachers, you know what I'm talking about. Please give me clear and divine guidance, be most beneficial for everyone involved. Please give me clear and divine discernment that will be most beneficial for everyone involved. Woo! You have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. Messages. You are stopping messages coming through from a higher place You are stopping and halting, interrupting, I just heard corrupting even messages from being able to flow between you and another person, another entity, another place, another energy, even another part of yourself, because you are sticking to a script. And just to be clear, I'm talking about script as in a movie play, as in a, you know the term script, right, everybody? And lots of you are actually getting to meet like very powerful, very special beings that are here in this incarnation to help the collective make this change, make this crossover, and y'all are wasting the opportunity by not trusting yourself enough to ad lib. Yeah. And that's, I'm not telling you that your life lessons aren't important, but if you don't naturally allow those lessons, those life lessons, that wisdom to spill out of you at the correct, right, and organic time in a conversation, in an interaction, then you are forcing your wisdom, you are pushing your knowledge. Something about okay, so I'm a disabled person. I've been disabled for my entire fucking life. And this is something that happens to me where people will give me unsolicited health advice from their lived experience that almost always is coming from the lived experience of somebody who is able bodied. And it's something that I used to get in fights with people about it. I used to get in arguments. I used to lose friendships. I used to lose jobs over it. And now it's like I'm just doing this work and hoping that the collective can center themselves and anchor themselves individually and collectively to a place where they understand how absolutely inappropriate that is, unless you are an actual health practitioner, you are an actual spiritual guide, you are actually divinely placed in this time, in this incarnation, at this fork in the road of the collective to do so. And more than that, you are wasting your opportunity, particularly if you're talking to an earth angel. Particularly. Yeah? Oh, big energy. Woo. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Dun, 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 choices. Can you choose to to pick the cup that you were not told to pick? Can you choose to create your own process of elimination? Can you break this script? Break the fucking goddamn script, please. Because all right, I actually have to go somewhere. I'm going to go see art, which I'm very excited about because art is creation, creation is life. So art gives life. It is a giver of life. Such are artists. It's interesting because it also happens to me as a neurodiverse